Mm, Welcome to SIG CLI monthly bug scrap meeting. Today, 20th of May, and I am your host, Arda Güçlü. Let me share my screen as well. Can you see my screen?
Yep, we can.
Yep.
Great. Let's start with the first one. This one looks like an easier one. Adding a PVC create function in kubectl create, I think we have a feature for it, and so we suggest implementing a kubectl plugin for it, right? So I think we should close this.
Yeah, the value seems to be there, but A, there is an option to create a plugin for create subcommands. B, there's the generate thing that someone is working on, so potentially in the long run, we might be actually switching to this. So yeah, I'm inclined to.
Actually, I will comment after the meeting.
Oh, by the way, there is an older PR that I run into it earlier today, and I wonder if we ever want to do it. I'm gonna drop the link in the Slack. It's basically adding the concurrency to delete. I think it's like a third PR that is being open for bulk deletions. None of the PRs ever got any traction. And the linked issue is not that popular. On the one hand, I kind of feel like it might be useful, but at the same time, I feel like it doesn't match the requirement that we put in place some time ago about, oh, if you want to have a particular feature being added, let's see the issue get enough traction. And from what I see, there has been a couple of comments, but literally the PR has only um a single thumbs up. And it seems that people, I don't know, I'd be very cautious with group deletions of any kind of objects. I don't know, theoretically you can still delete by selectors and whatnot.
I agree. Maybe conceptually we shouldn't make easier deletions. And
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why you want to delete, for example, hundreds of events from the SCD due to storage limitations.
Yeah, it sounds like a misjudged operation, or I don't know. Okay, I'll leave a comment there in that issue that we're not happy to accept it yet, and we would need more proof that it would be useful. We can leave it. I'll handle that after the call. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, and next one is this one. Actually, the request is to rename the temporary file of the kubectl edit. Overall idea looks reasonable to me.
I mean, to what degree the name helps deciding what is the how it is handling?
Um,
Oh,
Now,
they already even have a PR. I'm curious, but what is the behind the idea that it is capable of figuring out based on the name?
I am also curious about this. I mean, it's not a terrible change to make, but I'm wondering, like, I guess this is for like, yeah, like, well, they say syntax highlighting, syntax validation, but it is already named. It is already named kubectl dash edit, but I guess it needs to have a name as in the suffix or something. I don't know.
I wonder if there is a better way to express that a particular file is for a particular type. I remember that a lot of the editors usually accept comments with information about, I don't know, tap with and all of those information that you can embed in the either at the top or at the bottom. And they are working fine with that. I mean, he's giving an example of the Helix editor. I don't know if I've ever worked with that, but that's fine. But I don't think this will work with others.
Yeah, I mean, this sounds more like, and I'm not too familiar with editors and syntax validation rules and things like that, but um, it sounds more like a limitation of Helix, that Helix should be more flexible about letting you define how syntax is determined. That's my first thought. Like, do we have to change it just for Helix, or is there another editor that needs it a certain way, or what?
good
E-
point.
Exactly, something like that. I wonder if there is a more generic way that is available across the board to do it. The PR as it stands is perfectly reasonable, but it sounds like very one-off and not necessarily something that will work. I'm happy to leave a comment there and asking for a more generic way of doing something like that.
Yeah, on the other hand, yeah, this sounds like a limitation is Helix. So I
Mm.
tend to agree with what Brian said. Once we add this functionality, so if there is another editor, are we going to change it for it to? Yeah.
I remember there used to be some. I'll handle that afterwards.
Okay, I can drop a comment as well. And probably interesting, but this one is last from the kube control issue dashboard. This is related to apply set.
I don't know what the future of the apply set is in the first place. It's still an alpha feature. And I don't know if there will be if we're going to drop it entirely or there will be some follow-up work. I remember talking with Justin about it during last KubeCon, and he promised me that he will want to see this moving forward, but that's about it.
Do you remember that there is any changes in the API server side, or this is solely on the
No, it
kubectl?
was it was entirely on the kubectl side, if I remember correctly.
So if we decide to remove that, we can just update
Yes,
kubectl.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And on top of that, it's still an alpha feature. And it is missing a lot of the functionality, primarily around pruning. So either we're gonna focus and push this forward, or we're gonna just drop it if there's no interest. So before adding any additional functionality, I would say let's wait. So
Should we close this issue then? I think
honestly, I
yes,
don't know.
because the this is tracked in the enhancement issue, so we don't need this
Yeah,
one.
probably it will be best to move whatever feature requests into the enhancement so that it is tracked all in one place and close that particular issue.
I think these are all in kube control dashboard. Maybe we can look at Kubernetes. This one is the only one here. Copy issue.
I would probably ping Sean on this particular one. Although I wonder, do we use, because it seems that the errors are connected with the WebSocket that Sean is working with, and potentially it would be nice to see this being fixed along with the, if I remember correctly, he's planning to GA that particular feature in 137. So let's ping Sean there.
Okay.
It would be nice to see this being done as along with the rest.
Actually, in the last comment, I asked more information because I suspected from the WebSockets as well, but we need, it looks like we need more information to confirm that it is a bug
Mhm.
or
I mean, it seems that they were doing this on 135 kind, so then the only question would be uh, the client, but that means very likely the client is rather new, definitely one that has the WebSockets. But yeah, ideally, I would like to say this being reproduced on 136, and that should be pretty straightforward to try to run because they have the entire they theoretically have the entire thing, so it should be pretty simple to reproduce. So double checking
Okay.
with that one, and then it should be okay.
And they said that this error happens in 133, which aligns with the WebSocket transition WebSocket. I will ping Sean about this. But meanwhile, we will wait for more information. And these are pretty old, 2 years ago, etc. I think we are done. If you don't have any issues you want to discuss.
Cool. Awesome.
Let me stop the recording.